Alright gang, today we're in a pond. A place that we've never been. Figured we try it out. We're in Hawthorne, Florida. We've been here for probably a little over an hour. We've only caught 2 fish, not on camera. We got pictures of them, but we started off kind of in the open water. In the pads. Here's the lake, but there's a whole bunch of little pad patches out there. We tried fishing all of that with some top water, my little swim bait, but we just switched to pitching, or I said, hey, I think we need to be over here in the bushes pitching. We heard a fish blow up, probably 4 or 5 feet back, maybe even deeper than that, 10 feet in. There's huge, I guess this is hyacinth. I'm not entirely sure what grass this is. So we both switched to a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight, flipping hook. I'm throwing a Ultravive speed craw, and my son is throwing a net bait creature bait. I didn't have any, or I don't think I have any razor baits, pitching baits, the beaver style baits that I got in the boat, because, well, we weren't anticipating pitching and flipping into this stuff, because I've never been here. I didn't really know what kind of grass we had, what kind of anything, so I didn't bring pitching and flipping stuff.
Called the dagger, and it's a little beaver bait.
Here's the bait that he's fishing. It's pretty in color. He caught a warmouth with it. I caught a small bass with mine, and I'm throwing, what color is this? It's a purple. It's not Junebug, it's gooseberry. I'm throwing gooseberry. He's throwing sun perch or sungill looking color. It's kind of like a pumpkin magic, if you will, because it's got a handful of other colors in it and some silver fleck. And some of this is too thick to even get into. But we're gonna keep trying it, see how we do. Again, we didn't have the GoPro rolling yet because we were trying to figure it out. But after we heard that fish blow up, I did see another boat that was fishing closer to this stuff. I couldn't tell what they were exactly doing, but if I had to guess, they were pitching into this stuff or flipping into this heavy stuff. Maybe not like I am, because but that's what we're doing. Hopefully we can catch a fish on camera. So a flipping hook, same thing, you kind of, just the tip of the hook through the bottom, and you really want to just cover up this keeper up here. Rotate your bait around, cover your keeper, and then really This will look a little weird, but it's kind of how you want your bait to go in. You don't want it to really come out the other side. Trust me, when you set the hook on this, you're gonna know. Another thing, when you're pitching and flipping, you always want to have some type of bobber stop or weight stop. You want your weight pegged, so we have it pegged here to try to help us have the bait follow the weight down to the bottom. That way you can kind of jig it up and down once you get through all of the root mats and all of the cover. Once you get through that, sometimes to get through that, you pitch it out there and you got to kind of work it a little bit until you feel your bait fall through. Once it falls through, you just jig it up and down a couple times and see if you feel that thump. Another thing, that thump can also feel like your weight hitting the bottom, so you just have to and some of these bottoms where these mats, these weed mats are, underneath them, depending on how the bank line comes out, could be 4 feet, could be just a foot. So just work it, and then nice and slow up and down once you're through the, punched through the whatever cover you're pitching into. You can pitch and flip in real thick lily pads. You can pitch and flip in this stuff, which doesn't look very deep right there. So we're right now just really fishing the edge of it, where the overhang is. The water is semi-clear. I mean, it's not terrible. And I might even be pitching a too light of a sinker or a weight. Yeah, it's only about 1.5 feet deep here, kind of where we're pitching and flipping. Don't know if it's deep enough for us to do this right here, because we just come out to the main lake channel, or the main lake, I guess. Some folks will even put, based off the water depth that they're fishing, and they're dropping their line, they'll put a bobber tie or bobber stop, the line stops that you can tie onto a different color from your braid, and they'll put that on there. That way they can watch to see if their line fell however deep they wanted it to fall. I don't ever do that. I've seen it as some pro tips. I just fish. A couple other things you can swim or fish down this grass line when you got a straight bank like this, straight grass line. You could throw a square bill, you could throw a buzzbait if the sun wasn't, I mean, even with the sun high, I've caught fish on a buzzbait. You can pretty much throw anything down this edge. Doesn't feel that that deep. I don't know. Those are gonna be gone. We'll be out of them. That one felt like my line ran after it went in there, like it ran way further than what it fell. If you guys need to learn how to put a flipping jig on, well, guess this is the day to see it. And I'm using a trocar flipping hook, so well, my camera wasn't rolling, but we got a 4-pounder at least, flipping and pitching. It's one of the biggest ones I've caught. Still in this tournament, so we're going to measure them. Looks like, yeah. Looks like we got 20 and a quarter.
He's helping me find it.
Okay, let's get the scale real quick. Here we go. Let's see what he weighs. The wife that my boo got me, my mega boo.
I'm gonna say 4.2.
I think he's 4. He's over 4.
I'm gonna say 4.2.
He was 407. Don't know if y'all can see that or not. He was 407. There it goes. Gone. $407. Just when I thought all hope was gone.
I was just talking about me and you weren't doing that good. We caught 3 and a 4 out of it the other day.
Yeah, and the camera wasn't rolling for the fish catch because I had to take a phone call. We also tried to move across the lake to a slightly different, a little bit deeper spot. But really, it's not much deeper. It's all right around this edge is 1 to 3 feet. So if y'all are wondering how my talon was doing, my talon is working great. That's the one that I repaired. Really, I just needed some general maintenance. It needed to be lubed up with some, I use WD-40 dry lube, and it has been working without failure, so it's pretty good. And the fish I caught that on, or the bait I caught that on, was that Gooseberry Ultra Vibe Speed Craw. That's the last one of that color. I'm gonna have to use some of mine that I made because I have a mold for that. He bent this hook a little bit.
You're sitting there trying to pry him out, thinking it's a dink, and then I ask if it's a good one. You're like, oh shoot, it is a good one.
I didn't hear you ask if it was a dink.
I said, is it a good one? And you're sitting over there pulling at it like it's a dink. But
you just have to hold pressure on it, and that's what I was trying to do. I was just holding pressure on the fish, and he was asking, was it a dink or was it a good one? And I couldn't, I really didn't know. I just know that my line went. It's the last gooseberry. So So that's 2 fish that I've caught on it. Both of them pitching into this stuff. Might have to search this whole lake. Here goes that talon. It looks like it only took 4 feet or so. So just when you think it's over, sometimes it ain't never over. And just when you think you might not have enough water, these fish will surprise you. And he was sitting just on the inside edge. We weren't even casting deep because deep in there because of how much water we got here. We didn't think there was a whole lot of water, so we haven't been throwing it way deep in the hyacinths. We've been pretty much just flipping and pitching the edge. And that was probably about 2 to 3 feet in. So ooh, I think there was another bite right there. Might not have been anything. I don't even know where I cast. Where'd I cast at? That hole? Yeah, I don't think it was. I think I just pulled on a limb just the right way.
Sounds like a mudfish.
Might be a mudfish. Might be a bass. That's a bass. Oh.
It's another 4-pounder.
3 pounds. Maybe it was a fish. He just moved over because I pitched into a slightly different spot. Glad y'all got to see that one. Let's measure him up. He's smaller than the last one, but it's a 5-fish tournament. We're not going to weigh this one. He's probably right at 3 pounds. But that's a quality fish right there. $17.5 inches. Here you go, get one more. This one I'll take the picture like this. Just as long as you are. All right, we're gonna let that one go. Well, now, guess I gotta look at my bait situation. Yes, I know this is a wreck in here, y'all. But here's some baits that I made. There's a purple one. I guess we'll use that. It's not quite gooseberry, but it's a Junebug. Like I said, that is my favorite bait to use right there. Ultravive Speed Craw. However, I've not ever really pitched and flipped with it.
You don't pitch and flip a lot.
Yeah, I don't pitch and flip a whole lot, but this, oh, it split at the end. I would have reused it, but it split. Make sure that hook shank is semi-straight, because pulling them through that stuff is serious work and works on your hooks. Alright, Ethan, you caught one, you need to get yourself another one now. So that's the two biggest fish I've ever caught pitching and flipping, for the chat to know. It's just not something that I do a lot. I like to fish pretty fast, swim baits and things, but both of those fish also were hooked in the bottom jaw, which was weird. Now that one was in there a pretty good ways. And if you're interested in purchasing a talon or anything like that, talon versus a power pole, and you're curious about them, one thing I can tell you, the difference between a power pole and a talon, if you're not sure, is a Minn coated talon is all electric. You don't have a hydraulic reservoir. Or anything like that. You have electric and hydraulic for a power pole. For a talon, it's literally just electric. Yeah, I thought I had one there, but I think it's the way the wind is blowing in there and that bush pushed it. Now I'm antsy. Anything I feel I want to set the hook on. I'm throwing a medium heavy. My son is throwing a medium, or no, a heavy, right? Mm-hmm. He's throwing a heavy. You talk to most people, they'll probably tell you that medium heavy isn't right for this application. Might not be, but you know what? I would offer to you, just get a fishing pole and go fish. If all you got's a medium heavy, then go use a medium heavy. Sometimes when you're fishing in the easy, just hold pressure, get to it, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's how you miss them.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. let you get down there. You flipped it all the way around the boat and about released him. Well, there you have it, folks. Hold it out. 1, 2. Here we go. Nice fish. That's your first. He finally got one. He's a believer now, y'all. He is a believer now. Oh,
the same way.
Trying to go, y'all. Can't go nowhere. I put the talon down.
That fish did the same way as my last.
Yeah? Just ran with it?
They didn't land
right. Told you there was enough water. He just mentioned he can see the bottom or see the, see the bank. And I said, there's enough water. And then boom. He sure did. He got a full 360 view of the boat. What Ethan was saying. I know you guys can't hear him very well because I don't have microphones. You can get up here and steer. Oh, he's got the fever, y'all. He was steering the boat. Let's see, the time is 11 o'clock and we have caught 3 quality bass, a warmouth, and a squeaker dink. And I'm saving you holes, just so you know. I'm not hitting every hole.
We got 2 different baits that don't mind.
And that was off another point. So that might be getting even closer to a pattern if we were doing what we're doing. That was off of that point right there, that little grass point. Also had some dead.
What the world is happening?
Let's get a measurement on this one. Let it go. Let it go. I guess we'll do that right there. He's about 17.5 inches.
Is he helping?
I think so. Mouth has got to be shut. Here's another one. And he's gone. Yeah. Let me hit this edge right here. Or this point. Or curve, I guess. Well, y'all, this is a bowfin. Whew. They are mean fish.
Take them and grab them up under here. You can grab them. Ah! That didn't work.
Get me the pliers.
That's how I grabbed it.
So they're slimy, slippery fish. But that is what we call a bowfin, and they have teeth. Hold my line up high. Hold on. They do have teeth. This here's a juvenile.
Jeez.
All right, let it go. Oh, I didn't even have it.
Dad hates these things. He's scared of them. Just grab the hook. I got you.
I'm not scared of them, but if I don't need to,
I guess.
hold on to them. That was a fish working on the species list. Warmouth, largemouth bass,
And they have some hard
and a
heads.
bowfin. Hit this one point right here, and then we'll go see what we can see in the deeper water. It's 10 foot out there. Someone's had to put a brush pile or something out there.
You got a fish?
I think so. Yep. Oh, I had a fish. Yeah, he was a little guy. I don't guess I really had a good hook set on that one. I just kind of pulled and I pulled back. This is where some of you would say, well, if you had a heavy rod,